I'm here. Hello? Where? Who?
It went back.
Oh, so you wanna play them? What you got, your little man? Oh, so Killer said let him know when the game starts. He said he wanted to go to the kitchen. He's over here near the rec door. He thought we was gonna play rec. It's just us, right? You appearing online or something? Yo, why y'all always doing that, bro? This is annoying. You pressed start already? Killer not even here. Killer. Yo, game starting right now. Game starting right now. Killer went to the shit.
I'm back. They got mad defense over there. Oh, what happened to Miggy? I got a Madden match.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
My bad. Oh, you know about Randall? Why would he do that?
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got our mic up. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs in the
That was
space,
you?
right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On second down now, it's Bell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock.
I got him in the screen. What the fuck are you doing?
You often control the game.
This idiot, man.
Here's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown.
He a game check.
Intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Bet.
And he will score.
I'm going now.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Game check, killer game. Oh.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter. And trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
The ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. And now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Darnold now to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They begin the drive with Hill. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go! Big Johnny Wolf right there, 54 Mike. Get your swarm on!
From the gun, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He completes it to Tate.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, it's Hill. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, where will they spot it? At the 35-yard line, so great field position coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's been a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Bell. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 37-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Ingram on first and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 16, Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
That nigga was wide open, mad time passing it.
Matchup for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop.
So y'all ain't going back to game chat?
And a short pickup
I'm
there
going
down to
game
about
chat,
the 9.
Ain't nothing useful when we talk to
2
him.
yards to show for it.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that's
all right,
how
I'm
you
gonna
play
talk to him, man.
I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard. And also,
Be
great
cool.
tendency.
That's be man.
No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
That's B-Biz right there. You fuck with him.
You hear the calls from
Hey,
penalty,
man, I fuck with that dude, man.
So. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to
Yo, hey, man, we about to lose. You know that, right? You know we about to lose, right?
There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back.
You know we about to lose. It's an elite on that team. It's an elite on that team, bro.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
So that's what we're doing to this morning, man.
They played a long time.
Oh, nah, these niggas hardcore. Do you want more type shit?
He's incredible.
Yeah, they goated, bro. We in trouble.
Nah, we won. Yeah, we in trouble with this say let's power forward.
I got floor space, man.
Jets offense coming up
the
now
man
to start the
screaming,
next
I got
drive.
slide.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit.
Hey, man, they gonna start reaching as hell, man. You pass that ball, they gonna start reaching.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot
tell you,
of
man.
questions.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Snead's got it.
Wow.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Hill. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
So niggas can see you easy, make like a colorful hair or some shit. Bright ass niggas.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Hey.
Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come. Those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
I ripped that. Oh, no.
This is taken at the 3.
About to kick the ass.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Be ringing AI to AI.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Oh, you killed them on that.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And 1.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And it's It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive.
Already in his little corner.
They gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Oh, you had that. I'm looking for you. What up?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And you got him yet.
Time look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
I got my shit right in this drawer. I ain't taking my good job.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. A third down gain of 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they can feel safe.
Steps away to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Fuck.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That nigga wormed around me. Fuck out of here, nigga. This ain't that.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Darnold towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
Keep getting out of position because
once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They complete it to Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Oh, no. Now this nigga gets to score. Fuck. This dumbass pass.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A run for Snell.
Wow.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
£5 for a shoot. Oh, watch out, watch out. Sneak.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
That's it, baby.
14.